great day, my wonderful, wonderful, and positive, and just, I don't know, just great people. I was trying to find something else to say for you, but seriously, I truly appreciate each and every one of my genuine supporters that have followed me, especially from the very beginning. But even if you didn't and you started later down the road, I truly just want to say, on all of my social media outlets, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you, which let me quickly put that out there. Please follow me on my social media outlets, which is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and my YouTube channel. Again, I am on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I have a YouTube channel, which you can follow me at Aisha Speaks Jade. Again, that is Aisha Speaks Jade. You can follow me at Aisha Speaks Jade. Also, if you have a LinkedIn, you can follow me at come follow me with LinkedIn at Aisha Jade Speaks. So with that being said, welcome. I am your hostess, Aisha, also known as Jade, and thank you for tuning in and listening to Aisha Speaks Jade podcast. So I would like to speak to you guys about 6 powerful body language tips. Sometimes, or probably even a lot of times, our body language, because I know people say sometimes my body language, but I know people say my face needs deliverance. I hear that a lot at work because, oh boy, my face probably does need deliverance. So I'm going to accept that. I'm not going to be in denial of that. So, but body language as well says a lot too when you're slouching or when you're leaning on the side or you're fidgeting or tapping or whatever. They all do mean something. So I want to again speak about 6 powerful body language tips. Okay? Our body language, our it could make us or break us, especially if you're interviewing for a job, networking, asking for a raise, or it can be whatever, to be quite honest with you. So I want to jump right into it. So, best body language tips for making a great impression. So the first one would be eye contact. So maintaining eye contact shows confidence. And I know a lot of times people have an issue with trying to do eye contact. The old saying is, if you guys know, like they say the old saying is, if you don't look a person in your eye, you could be lying. Well, I would say maybe yes to some of that and no to some of that. Some people may just have a nervousness about them that they can't just straight look you in the eye. They feel nervous. So they have to kind of look off. I say that you can kind of make eye contact. It doesn't have to be like staring in your face, because some people are uncomfortable with you staring at them too. You might get cursed out. And also on the other flip side, people, if they do stare you in the face, sometimes they could be lying too. Sometimes they can make that so believable. But anywho, so again, maintaining eye contact shows confidence. Avoiding eye contact shows submission, nervousness, and a lack of confidence, especially while speaking. So the best way to build strong eye contact is to practice in everyday situations. So if you want to build your eye contact up, perhaps you can practice it every day. So paying extra attention to your eye contact while talking, most people can quickly learn to maintain good eye contact while listening, but find it harder to do when speaking. So if you practice being aware of your eye contact in every interaction you have, you'll find it very easy to maintain eye contact in high pressure situations where body language counts for a lot. And yes, there are times that I definitely have struggles with eye contact. I can be the best listener, right? And I can look you dead in your face while you're speaking. But I do have challenges when it's time for me to speak, because sometimes I can start off looking at you, and it's not that if I don't look at you, I'm lying. Sometimes my anxiety and nervousness plays a part, yes. But I have to try to remember, especially with me being a speaker and going out speaking in front of people, which can be very nerve-wracking, fearful, and things of that nature. Just try to focus on something, maybe on the wall or some other object where I can, when I feel like I'm getting nervous, I can kind of look up to that while I'm speaking. Like my eyes, not like moving my head all around, but just kind of making eye contact between the people and that certain objects. I know what I'm saying, and it kind of works when I do it, but yeah. Next would be your standing posture. So stand with your head straight when you walk. Imagine a string is pulling you up from the top of your head. Tuck your chin in slightly. You can also walk slowly and calmly. Relax, move slowly, and walk as if you're confident and not worried. Okay? Not meaning that if you're going on an interview, you should walk at half of your normal speed down the hallway and make people wait, right? It's important people don't run around in a panic. So just remember that. The next is your sitting posture. How you sit is as important as any body language tip, especially if you're going on a job interview. So you want to sit in an open stance. Try to take up a lot of space. Don't scrunch into a small space with your arms or legs folded. Taking up more space shows confidence. It's called a power position or perhaps a power stance. So you don't want to again be tight and like a balled knot. You want to try to be as relaxed as you can, not having your hands like really tight or, like you're squeezing them, but try your best to be more, more relaxed and take up a little room. Also, when you're crossing your arms or folding your hands, that's a defensive posture. It shows you're hesitant, closed off, worried. Okay, so try your best again to keep your arms open on your sides or on the table. And just like eye contact, practice being aware of your fidgeting. Next is also notice when you're fidgeting or tapping your hands and feet while talking to friends or family. And that's definitely a no-no in a job interview. And it's not that you're qualified, but see, especially when you're in a job interview, the person that's interviewing you definitely is watching you. And that's a big turn off. Next, practice smiling. This shows confidence. It shows you're relaxed and having a good time, and it'll make people more attracted to being around you. For me, smiling is not always the most easiest way or thing to do, but we have to, how do I want to say this? I know we say a lot of times, I don't want to be fake. I just want to be me. And it's not saying that anything is wrong with being you, but you want to, I don't know, kind of want to put yourself in a position where you kind of internally do some quick meditating or mantras or breathing in and out techniques so that when you are in front of a person, even if you don't show teeth when you smile, perhaps you can put on a pleasant grin. And it takes practice. That's the bottom line to all of this. It takes practice. That's why it's recommended to just kind of practice, even if you got to practice it in the mirror, so to speak, or practice it in front of your family or your mate or husband, wife, something like that, and get their point of view. You know, practice it every day so that you can get better at it when you're in front of someone that you're meeting for the first time. And it is okay to feel, a bit nervous in a conversation. It's okay. But try to avoid clenching your jaw, wrinkling your face, or looking tense. And next is practice your handshake. I know everybody may not like to do the handshake thing, but especially if you're in an interview or maybe meeting a business person, and at the end of your meetup, just, you know, if I had to pick between, do I want to shake that person's hand or give them a hug, probably I would want to shake their hand, because I'm very selective on who I give my energy to, especially when I'm giving a hug. Even though I know for me in my brain that energy can come through your hands too, but I rather give it a hand than them wanting to embrace me with this hug. Not to say anything is wrong with hugs, but again, for me, I'm selective on who I'm giving hugs to. So we're talking about practice your handshake. Not too hard, not too soft. Keep it firm and confident, but don't try to squeeze the life out of that person's hand, okay? So again, you can practice with your friends, your parents, your kids, whoever. So believe it or not, recruiters and hiring managers love to talk about your handshake after an interview. Never had anyone talk to me about that. Well, maybe let me change that now that I'm saying it. I think I've had one person who spoke to me about having a nice, firm handshake. So, yeah, but I know that sounds kind of odd. So, if you get a halfway decent handshake, that's normal. It won't be an issue and nobody will think twice about it. Okay? It's one of those body language tips where you just need to be decent at it. You don't need the world's best handshake, because then that may come off to them that you're being fake or that you're trying really hard. And dress the part. Number 6, dress the part. Please don't go in with jeans, ripped jeans, holes in jeans, spandex or tights. A skirt that's so short that if you bend over, you're going to see your bottom, your butt. Dress professional. So just like someone instantly judges your body language, facial expression, and posture when they meet you, they also judge what you wear. And you better believe that they do. They one up you. They give you that smile. Like, yeah, I see you. What are you wearing? So if you're going for a job interview, wear fitted clothes that look great. And if in doubt, overdress a little bit. It's kind of nice, they say, to do the basic colors. But if you're going to step it up a little, just please look very presentable and nice, not tacky. Please don't come in with like the rainbow colored hair or braids. Nothing like that. Please, men, keep yourself well groomed if you're wearing a beard or a mustache and things of that nature. I'm all for people who have locks because I know a lot of people don't, and it's so sad. A lot of people who wear locks don't get positions because of that. And that's very sad. But if it's a company, you know, if you have locks, I just say keep them maintained. Keep them well maintained. Okay? You don't want them all over the place. Ladies, if we're going to wear wigs and lace fronts and braids, maybe perhaps you want to have the braids up at least for the interview, off your neck. You're going to have that lace. Make sure that it's fresh looking. Wig is on right. Natural hair, girls, make sure the do is done. Okay, make sure that the makeup looks presentable, and I don't mean any harm, but let us not look like we're clowns, because there's sometimes ladies that overdo the makeup. And I know you may say I'm throwing shade, but I'm not. Because when people go and interview people and they're not looking their best, I know that the panel is talking about you. Please do not chew gum while you're speaking. Don't overdo it with words that you really know you can't pronounce and may not know what the meaning of it is when you're speaking. Keep it nice and simple and presentable. You know, and then once you get in, I'm just saying, then I guess take it from there. But I truly believe, and I'm speaking in general because I learned through process too. First impressions mean a lot. So I just want to say that. So it's better to be a little bit overdressed. If that company seems to wear business casual, wear a tie. If the company dresses very casual, meaning like jeans, wear business casual instead. Slacks, a shirt tucked in, and no tie. Okay? Those people are already in, so they can do that. You're not in yet. So you want to step it up a couple notches. Don't overdo it, but you want to step it up a couple notches where you're giving them like this. Okay? Research about that job. They may ask you some questions. Research about that job. Don't go in blind. Okay? Get plenty of rest the night before. Don't wear shoes that will be hurting your feet. Like, I'm so serious. I know that you're like, but believe me, these people, they watch. They watch. The job that I'm at now, I was doing security prior to this job. And where I was doing security at is where I'm currently working on the other side of it. So I had to come out of uniform, I had to get my life together, and I had to put on some business interviewing clothes. So you just have to be mindful. Okay? So thanks, guys, so much. You know, I always appreciate you. If you're listening, definitely show me some love by giving the thumbs up, by giving me hearts, by leaving a message saying, I hear you, and if there's anything else you want to leave. So, ending this, always remember that self-care is a priority. It should never be a choice unless that's how you want it to be. Always remember your worth and your value, and to create your greatness and your happiness. Step out on your faith or your belief. Take that leap like Nike. Just do it. You're going to go through challenges and obstacles, but always remember the 3 C's: catch it, check it, change it. Again, I put my social media out there, so if you have not joined or liked or subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure that you do all of that, as I am continuing to make sure that my platforms are updated. And just be good to yourself, and just be your best self. Eliminate toxic people. Create the life that you want. And let's just keep moving. So, peace and blessings be upon each and every one of you. Namaste, Ashe, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. And I hope that you have awesome evening and a better tomorrow. Peace out.